Currently Kirkland, your source for city news and events in the community. With Scott Mullen at the news desk. Stay up to date with weekly news reports on what's happening in Kirkland. Now, here's Scott.
Wednesday Farmers Market, woo-hoo!
Welcome back to Currently Kirkland. I'm Scott Mullet, and we have a special installment today. We are on location all the time, and we're starting out at the Kirkland Wednesday Market. Yes, today is opening day 2011. I have my umbrella, and I even wore my green jacket just for this occasion.
I am Christina Martin. I am the market manager for the Kirkland Wednesday Market, and we are open Wednesdays 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock until September 28th. I would like everybody in Kirkland to come on down and check out our incredible selection of farm products. We are very, very focused this year on family farming throughout Washington, and we are bringing the best of Washington farmers to you throughout the season.
So what do you have for us here today then?
Absolutely divine salads, greens. The butterhead is one of our customers' favorite because it's hard to find organically in the grocery stores.
Big piece. Is that a lettuce?
That is a head lettuce.
Wow,
Yes.
that is a big
Here's
piece of
another
lettuce.
big head lettuce.
Wow.
Bigger
and
than my head.
You mix those up and you got a nice little color coordination
Absolutely.
too. Can I try some of the arugula?
Please. It's a little bit nutty and a little bit spicy.
Arugula. Our cameraman Mike said it sounds like it's from a Caribbean island. Is arugula from a Caribbean island?
No, it is not. If it gets too hot, it goes to seed, but we currently pick all of our greens very small, so they're always tender and sweet.
Yummy. If you're an arugula connoisseur, I can see this. Yeah, and I'm actually being healthy here for once too. That's really good.
Eat the stalk though. That's where all the sugar is.
So the stalk is the good part, but the salads are all made with this part though.
That's good too.
Oh, okay.
Try the whole thing.
That is good. And that's healthy too.
This is our second season.
Okay.
Our third season growing on Whidbey Island. And this is a wonderful market and a really good community, so we're happy to be invited back.
So later in the show, we're going to go by City Hall and check out the annexation celebration. But for right now, we're still here at the Farmers Market, and we're checking out this very interesting booth, Wings and Wind Chimes. Another just really interesting artistic display that's offered here at the Kirkland Wednesday Market. It's not just about food. You have arts and crafts here as well. And I think this is a great example of it. That's right, beautiful flowers, sights, sounds. It's all here at the Kirkland Wednesday Market. But it's not just about the Wednesday Market in Kirkland. We have the Eastside Science Cafe that gets hosted here on a monthly basis at the Wild Rover right down the street here. It's at 7 p.m. coming June 13th. Here's Kylie Walchuk. She's going to tell us all about this month.
We sat down with Dr. Hunter Hoffman, director of the University of Washington's Virtual Reality Research Center, to learn more about the event.
This cafe, Science Cafe, is a place where people that live in Kirkland, for example, can all come and kind of get a mini taste of what it's like at the Pacific Science Center. This Science Cafe is going to be on fear. My background's in human memory, attention, cognition, and virtual reality, and my presentation will be describing the use of immersive virtual reality to help people confront their fears. So it's supposed to be fun and interactive like the Pacific Science Center.
Everyone experiences fear, but for some the fear can be paralyzing and impossible to move past.
Fear plays a very valuable role. It's a way of avoiding things that are dangerous, and that's usually very valuable, but some people kind of get stuck in what they call kind of a pathological pattern where they end up with exaggerated fears of things that really aren't a threat.
Fear can also take the form of anxiety disorders.
Unfortunately, there's growing numbers of people who have fears, and it's not limited to phobias. Anxiety disorders include post-traumatic stress disorder. There are a lot of people coming back from Iraq with post-traumatic stress disorder. There's a growing number of people who've witnessed a terrorist attack that develop PTSD. So, I think in general, the general public is often people know somebody who's either has a phobia or more severe psychological problems that can benefit from the kind of treatment that I'm describing.
Dr. Hoffman uses virtual reality to help patients fight phobias and overcome anxiety.
I'm a research scientist at the University of Washington. I've been here since 1986. I came here to go to grad school at the psych department, and I went on to get into virtual reality. So I do design virtual worlds for therapy. I help develop new displays like the one you'll see at the Pacific Science Center is a custom-made VR goggles that I designed. We're basically exploring how to take advantage of computer technologies for medical applications, including psychological treatments.
People who attend the Science Cafe will get a sample of Dr. Hoffman's work.
I'm going to be showing a video clip of at my presentation, a Scientific American video clip of the first patient that we treated for virtual reality exposure therapy for spider phobia, whom we've nicknamed Miss Muffet. She had a very severe symptoms of phobia. She taped her doors closed at night to keep the spiders out, and you'll see, you'll see a reenactments of a lot of her unusual behaviors associated with her fear, and then you'll get to see what happens during the therapy, and then you'll get to see what her reaction to spiders is after she's gone through the treatment. Another topic is using VR to distract people during brain scans. So a lot of people become anxious when they are in an enclosed space like a brain scanner, and what we found in this case was allowing people to have the illusion of going inside this huge computer-generated world, snow world, and to interact with virtual objects by throwing snowballs at snowman igloos, woolly mammoths, and penguins, helped to take the person's mind off so they weren't catastrophizing and having unhelpful thoughts while they were in the brain scanner. All they were thinking about was Snow World, so they really didn't mind being in there.
After this cafe, not only will you want to befriend bugs, you'll want more science.
Well, the main goal, like the Pacific Science Center, is to have fun, to be interesting, and to get hands-on experience with something you probably wouldn't otherwise get to try. And it will get people interested to go and see the fear exhibit at the Pacific Science Center. That's really the main goal of this, is to stir up interest in coming in.
The Pacific Science Center exhibit, Goosebumps, The Science of Fear, will open June 11th and run through September 5th. Find more information at pacificsciencecenter.org/goosebumps.
Thanks, Kylie. Well, that's a wrap from the market. It's time for me to put my umbrella away. Whew! Look at that. Through the magic of television, we've been instantly transported all the way across town, and we're right now in front of Kirkland City Hall, where the City Council is about to welcome everyone to the annexation celebration.
I want to celebrate that it's been now almost 18 hours that some of you have been citizens. If you're a new citizen, raise your hand. Yay! So once again, we want to welcome you to Kirkland. This is a wonderful town and now made better by 31,000 people. Be involved. Do not be a stranger to your town. We welcome your involvement. So we are going to have some cake and some further conversation. Please grab some of your great state representatives. Don't let them walk out without saying, hey, you're great. Thank you, and also our county council member. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, annexation, 19 hours and running. And let's have some cake and coffee and
Information tables have been set up throughout City Hall where residents can come and they can learn about sustainable building, safe building. They can learn about recycling and how to recycle and what can be recycled and not be recycled. And they can also learn about how to get more involved in their neighborhood and with the city. Let's go check it out.
We just want to check out our city hall and see what was going on with the annexation. So that's what brought us down here.
Do you live in the annexation area
On Finn Hill.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to go around and look at some of the exhibits? And
We're just starting now, so we're pretty impressed with the friendliness and the information people have put forward to us, so it's good.
Are you excited for your neighborhood to now be annexed into Kirkland?
I am. I have supported it, and I have loved King County because Jane Haig's been so good to us, but we are happy to have Kirkland and the ample resources and close connections that come with being part of the city.
What in particular are you taking away here? What have you learned?
Oh, just I was really interested in. I talked with the police officer down there quite a bit, and home security. He was real helpful on that. Emergency preparedness, the good wall, bad wall. I'm not planning to do building necessarily, but everything they make that's new, you can see it's an improvement.
All right, I'm here with the Kirkland Parks Department booth, and I'm here with Jenny Schroeder, and she's the director of the Parks Department. And Jenny, I was interested in maybe doing some spring or summer programs. Do you have any that you might recommend for me?
Well, you bet. Why don't you come down to Waverly Beach Park and do some swimming with our lifeguard supervised areas. Come hit to the pool, do some lap swimming. Get ready to do a triathlon in our community. Kirkland Triathlon will be later in this early fall. Just walking through the parks. You know, you don't have to be programmed to enjoy the Kirkland Park system.
Yeah. So do you think if I was interested in the pre-engineering for Lego building class for the 5 and 6 years olds, is that going to be something that maybe I might be a little too old for?
Well, or else come with a little someone who would be just appropriate for that activity. We always need volunteers as well, so give us a call.
Kirkland has tons of parks for you to enjoy this summer, just like Jenny was saying. But which parks are right for you? Well, here's Kylie with the answer.
You know about Kirkland's big parks like Marina and Juanita Bay Park, but what about the smaller neighborhood parks? Tot Lot Park and Pea Patch, located just north of City Hall, offers moms a gated playground where kids can have fun in a safe environment. Phyllis A. Needy Houghton Neighborhood Park also offers a fenced-in playground, as well as a basketball court and open lawns for kids to run around. Looking for something bigger? North Rose Hill Woodlands Park is home to Kirkland's largest playground. There are also trails and boardwalks through forested areas and wetlands. If you're interested in hiking away this summer, check out Watershed Park. This park offers 66 acres of hiking trails through lush forest. Or head to Edith Moulton Park, where you'll find 26 acres of walking trails and easy parking. Carillon Woods Park also has nature trails, as well as rocks to climb and a children's play area. For more information on these parks, other parks, or park maps, visit the parks page at kirklandwa.gov.
You know, I love the parks here in Kirkland. Thanks, Kylie, so much for walking us through some. And before my poor basset hound, Shazam, died last year, I loved taking him to the Kirkland Parks. But it's really important to remember that if you are going to take your pet to a Kirkland Park, not only do you need that doggy waste bag, but it's very important that you license your pet. And if you are going to do so, here's exactly where you do it in City Hall, right here at Pet Licensing. And for those of you in the annexation area, you would license your pet the same way you did when you were with King County, but now you would do it here at Pet Licensing, Kirkland City Hall. Did you get a chance to visit a lot of the booths here today?
I especially like the Kirkland Heritage Society because it just brings a part of the past, you know. You get to see everything that has happened.
We're now at a volunteer table to learn about how to volunteer. And with us is Julie Huffman, and she is volunteer coordinator for the City of Kirkland. So, Julie, what might be some featured volunteer opportunities that the city really has a need to fill right now?
Right now we are looking for explorers. Our police department has an explorers program for teens that are interested in law enforcement where they get some excellent training on all sorts of things that have to do with law enforcement, and that's for teens 14 to 21 years old. We also have a big need in our pedestrian safety program for people to adopt crosswalks, and they look after the flags that people use as they cross the street, or to adopt a traffic circle, in which case they take care of the weeding and the maintenance of that traffic circle. And then another opportunity always is to either join the Senior Council or be at our Peter Kirk Community Center, which is our senior center.
That's great. And thank you, Julie. That provides a great segue for us, too, to talk about the Kirkland Senior Council, because Kylie has a piece where she's going to talk about a featured Kirkland Senior Council element of the upcoming Art Walk.
Merrill Gardens is hosting the 3rd annual Senior Art Show sponsored by the Kirkland Senior Council. The art exhibit, titled Seniors Are Artists Too, features painting, sculpture, photography, quilting, and other media by local senior artists. The show opens June 10th for the Art Walk, with an artist reception featuring live jazz with the Ev Stern Trio from 6 to 8 p.m. The show will remain on display free to visitors in the Merrill Gardens lobby daily from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. until June 19th. Merrill Gardens will be an art walk destination throughout the summer, hosting new artists each month in partnership with the Kirkland Arts Council. Remember, Kirkland Art Walks are every second Friday of the month. For more information, visit kirklandartwalk.org.
With the last stop on our tour, this is the Good Wall, Bad Wall display. And here, they show the good way to put up a wall for your home and business and the bad way to put up a wall for your home and business. We're here with Hans Galvin, and he's going to tell us what makes for a good wall or a bad wall.
There's a problem here with corrosion. Corrosion is actually an insulation that prevents the circuitry from utilizing the electricity properly. It creates heat. When it creates heat, heat plus plastics, heat plus wood equals, well, fire. Mm-hmm. That's a bad thing. You'll see here this has a sag.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Not very good.
No, that can't be
You can
good.
see that the plumber also took a shortcut and just chopped through the wall. This type of a device helps prevent that from causing a structural defect in the wall. This fitting can work loose inside a wall, and a very small amount of gas escaping into a wall, even though very small, is a very big problem.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see where that would be a target for a drywall screw.
Yeah.
One thing I could say about a homeowner doing a project such as putting in soffits, let's say your cabinets didn't go to the ceiling and you wanted to close it up and you were going to do some remodeling at the time, you could innocently create a situation where, you know, honey, I want to put that soffit up there. Okay, so you put this in, and you don't realize that what you've just done by putting it in, as the incorrect situation shows here, is that if there ever is a problem, we like to contain fires in a small area. And this, if there was a fire in this wall chamber, it would be up this back wall and would spread across here, and you'd have an amazingly out-of-hand fire very quickly. If you look over to the other wall, you can see that it's been stopped. Every single situation where that could be stopped, it's been stopped.
Now, where could someone in the city of Kirkland go to learn a lot of this information that you have displayed here?
On a designer level, we like to have the designers be familiar with the building codes, and we like to have them know the starting points and where to go. Homeowners don't have that advantage. A homeowner can contact somebody who's a professional, or they can come and talk to us, and at least we'll get them going in the right direction. The building department has a very friendly front desk. We'll be absolutely thrilled to help people know where to start. It's a confusing process. Applications and state codes and local codes, it's very confusing.
But if you want to do it yourself, you're more than welcome to come down.
You're welcome to. In most cases, you don't need to have professionally done plans. We simply need to know, what are you going to do? Somehow you have to convey to us, what are you going to do? And if we get that information, you got a permit.
And hopefully they're not going to do this.
We're not going to let them. If we have the opportunity, we're not going to let them. Yeah, we're not going to let them.
Good. I think that's trouble.
We're here to help them create a safe situation that they can live in and sell to somebody with a clear conscience at some point. We don't want fires. We don't want people sick from bad plumbing. We don't want wasted energy that could be spent on something better. So that's what we do. That's
So
our
you're
job.
here, you're a resource for everyone, and we encourage everyone to come down and talk to Hans and his team.
Yeah, come see us. We're friendly. We like you.
Thank you very much, Hans.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, that's it for us from City Hall. I want to welcome Kingsgate, Finn Hill, and North Juanita to the city of Kirkland. Congratulations. You can access any episode of Currently Kirkland on demand on the city's website, on your mobile devices, or even on YouTube. Want to help us out in other ways? If you have news tips, suggestions, or comments, please send them to kirklandtv@kirklandwa.gov. Be sure to check us out next week and see what went down at the Juanita Beach Community Celebration. We'll see you then.